remembering remembering Tchaikovsky's Comet, where he writes that Venus was once a comet, and in it shows the symbol that they depicted back in the ancients as the comet. Basically, what they said was like a fiery dragon flying through the sky, mystical serpent or dragon, a global combo comet symbol. Post number 18. He talks about electric comets. 10 top 10 reason of the universe is electric comets. Fascinating video presentation. Also more information here about the electric comet. Here, number 19, when two comets passed close to Mars, 2013 A1 and Comet Ison, and how they interacted with Mars and exchange, basically electrical interchange, discharge from the two. What was the distance between Comet Ison and Mars? Well, Comet Ison flew by Mars at a distance of 6.5 million miles. This is important. 6.5 million miles. And here at the 252nd mark, you could with a rover took images of that exchange between the two. On this one here, Comet 2013 A1, little 6 seconds video here. Boom, you can see the discharge there when it passed by, and it passed by on October 19, 2014, and there's at a distance, it got close, 86,000 miles. That was 138,000 kilometers on the 2014, and you saw the how they exchange. Okay, post 21, I write down, there's been a lot of interactions between comets and sun and planets. That's been established long ago. There is so much data and proof to conclude that. Here are a few. Comet 2002 V1 was 9,226,000,000 miles from the sun. And look how the sun reacted when it got close. Let me put a little quick video here. Watch. Boom. Watch again. And that was almost 9 million, over 9 million miles. Here it talks about other comets, how they affected when they got close to the sun, how the sun reacted. Here we got Comet 96P. Watch this. Watch when it gets close to the sun. Boom. See how they see? So when they pass by, that just basically confirms the electrical theory on the comets. And slowly painting this picture, and here I write the composition of the atmosphere of Venus, basically the elements it has, and there is carbon dioxide or water vapor. Okay, there is water in the cloud in the higher atmosphere, ionosphere, where the temperature is colder. And here I give a brief illustration using Earth as the model, where the ionosphere is located. It's basically the outer shell. So that's where the clouds are at in Venus. Since there is water, there is life. The Hopi Nation talks about the cloud people. I believe them. At the 6:45 second mark on this video right here, they describe it in great details. And here, one spacecraft flew closely into the ionosphere of Venus briefly. Let's take a listen. Let's put it right there. Let's enter. Watch. Listen. Listen. Wow. Okay. So there is something there. And not too long ago, astronomers have found a signature of life on Venus, at signs of life in the clouds. Basically what the Hopi people have been saying forever. Back to the comet and the female of Theseus. Ancient time, if true, the snake holder is which is represented by a snake handled by either a man or a woman. It's like a woman to me. And Theseus, female, ancient time. #1 search result on Google is this. Who is Ophiuchus? Fascinating read, and there is some truth to it if you look this up. Okay, let me go quickly here. Number 30 here, it basically gives an ancient history, ancient knowledge, and I don't know what that word is. It's mythology, and basically it says the return of the queen. Okay, and it has some fascinating information there. So number 4. Okay, coincidence or no coincidence? What is the galactic center? This is an artist's uh, interpretation of a super black hole at the center of the galaxy. And here's a picture of the Milky Ways right here. And there's the galactic center between Scorpio, Sagittarius, and here's the Theseus right there, where the sun's gonna be, where they're all gonna be on that date, right there. A lot of stories about that. That's like the gate, a gateway. And this guy here, Spanish guy, talking about the comet. But what drew my attention, because he was covering this right here in La Palma, the monument of Fatima, which gets no coverage whatsoever over there in the Spanish media. And if you mention anything about her on some of those volcano sites, they'll ban you. And I wrote a treat here. The monument of La Virgen de Fatima still stand. Okay. And on that date, on December 12th, you got Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus, and you got the comet right here. And then you got the other comet, the giant. You got the sun. Basically, you got every important star and the galactic center in front of the sun. I mean, the sun in front of the galactic center. So you have all these meetings of all these planets and objects in the star at the same time. That's no coincidence. Let me recap who I am. Been doing comets for over 30 years. And it goes on and on. Okay. I asked the question, what is the Moab of Venus? And I got approximately 55,000 kilometers. Minimum orbital intersection distance. It is like, how do I describe it? During the hurricane, you get a 5 to 7 day comb, represent the possible track of the center of the tropical cyclone. Comets are like cats. You don't know what they're going to do. So Moab basically means it may take that track to the right, to the left. So the information, if the information is correct, we're talking 55,000 kilometers, which is only 34,175 miles. The majority stay on track of travel, but many do not. Here is like the magnetic line. They're like how do I describe it? Like a railroad track. They break apart and they stay on that magnetic line. But okay, it's basically the comb description. If it takes a right or to take to the left, but normally they stay in that magnetic track that I'm referring to right here. But you never know. Let's look number post 37. Let's only look at the planets and comet reaction when close to each other. As we observe discharge between the two, think about what is going to happen to Venus. If this is true, if this happens, 55,000, if I haven't confirmed it yet, if it is 55,000 kilometers, which is only 34,000 miles, the projected path is 2.6 million miles away approximately. Comets have been known to experience breakups, outbursts on numerous occasions. Here we have Inky with a solar wind. Watch, solar wind, boom, knocks the tail right off. And this one here, where it breaks apart, the one I was referring to up here, 73P, breaks apart, but most of the pieces stay on the track, but some don't. Some fly apart away, a million miles away. And this was my first video, which see. Hey, post 39. This is a gallery of spaceweather.com, real-time image gallery. Click on that, get the latest updates of all the images of this comet. The latest one being, okay, excellent report, suspicious observer. If you want to get any information about the sun or any other science, space news, I recommend this site. And number 5, the last one. Okay, Comet K2 in on November 17. It's already there. Where are you? Where are you? There you are, right here. So now waiting for 2021 A1 to come into the picture. So it's going to be a lot of action in this area right here. And that's my first video, and this is the way I describe my first video.
Why is it that champagne...
See, this is my first video. Flop. Flop, flop. Okay, so that's enough of that. Okay, and here, see, 62.
Morning star. This is what we saw right here, and I will give him the morning star. Revelation 22:16. Many understand the bright and morning star to be the wandering star, or what secular science calls planets, that many know as this name.
Okay, we know who that is. 6:45 mark. I take it there's a lot of information about Venus and the ancient records of it. And here you could play with the it's like a little toy. You could play with all the planets for free from NASA. Okay, and here today something is affecting Venus today. If you look at these images, you can see the outer ionosphere being pulled by what? I don't know. You click on the stereo site, which is the spacecraft, has information. Wow, that got distorted on it. And here's my first video, and the last, not least, on 18th December, it will be 0.028 AUs, 4.2 million kilometers from Venus. Saying is, I think there's going to be an interaction, because if it happened to Mars, and look at the sun, well, the sun's different, but if it happened to Mars at one at a close distance and one farther away, imagine what might happen to Venus.